today I'm gonna make you a low carb food you can't refuse. Sorry, I just finished watching The Godfather, and it got me thinking about Italian food. Who knew? Yeah, I remember back when I was a teenager, I used to play baseball, football, or basketball in the park, and afterwards we'd ride our bikes over to the pizzeria. And you know what? Pizza's great. Oh, who doesn't love pizza? But sometimes you're just not in the mood. No. And in those times, I would get one of those big, fluffy, crusty, cheese-stuffed calzones. Oh, I love them with all the melted cheese and the ham. Oh, and the pepperoni, which is my favorite. They are so, so good. I'm actually even craving one now. But guess what? They're high carb. Of course, everything great is high carb, but not anymore. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a low carb alternative. Yep, I'm going to show you how to make a low carb air fried calzone, and I'm going to give you instructions how to make it in the oven. Leave the carbs. Take the calzone. Okay, no more Godfather references.
Yo.
Now here are... Yo.
Up here.
Oh, yo. Who are you?
Don't worry about that. What's this I hear you're making a low-carb calzone?
Yeah, I'm actually making a low-carb... How did you know?
The little birdie told me. Stop it.
Excuse me?
I said stop it. My boss don't want no low-carb calzone.
Who's your boss? Tony Danza?
That's really funny. You'd be even funnier in the river.
Let me guess. In cement overshoes.
No, I'll tie those air fryers to your feet. My boss don't want no low-carb calzones. Make something else.
But it's gonna be terrific.
No low carb.
Wait. Ask Tugboat Tony.
He's not Tugboat Tony anymore. He's Tiny Tony now.
And why do you think that is?
This recipe?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay, do it. Let's see the ingredients.
Okay, but first...
Now!
Okay, here are the ingredients. Now for the ingredients for our low-carb, air-fried, and oven-baked calzones. First up, the crust. 1 cup almond flour. 1 egg yolk. 1/2 teaspoon each of xanthan gum, garlic powder, and salt. 1 tablespoon avocado oil, and 3 tablespoons water. Now for the filling, and you can mix this up here. This is what I'm doing. 1 tablespoon tomato sauce, 2 ounces chopped pepperoni, and 2 tablespoons of ricotta cheese. To be honest, my first thought was to make a giant calzone like you used to have in those pizzerias on Long Island, but I'm not sure how well it would cook, really. I don't have a pizza oven, so I'm going to make 2 smaller ones. No problem, should be fine. The first thing we're going to need, though, is the food processor. Okay, this is going to be 2 steps, and I could have used a small food processor because we're just going to take our almond flour. Just take our dry ingredients here, and that is the xanthan gum, the salt, and the garlic powder. And we're just going to do a quick just to make sure that it's all mixed in together. Then we're going to take this big mixing bowl here. Let's put these down here. We'll put this in here. It's all mixed in there. And the rest we're going to do this slowly by hand. First I'm putting in the egg yolk. This helps to bind it and make into a better batter. Say that 5 times fast. Better batter, better batter, better batter. It helps it become a less fragile batter, so when you're molding it, it doesn't crack as easy. Now the tablespoon of avocado oil. Now with the water, it says 3 tablespoons of water, but in that part of the recipe was before I decided to add the egg yolk, so we might need less. So let's pour just a little bit in here. That's about 1 tablespoon. And let's mold that in. This is already starting to become into a batter. If you can see that, it looks like it may have enough. I may need some more water. I am not yet sure. The bottom is a little crumbly, so you might need a little bit more water. Okay, and work that in. Oh yeah, it's coming together. Come together right now over you. Yep, it's becoming a nice dough already. And now we're just going to knead this in. Maybe pick up some extra crumbs here. I'm going to knead this. I'm afraid to knead it on the wood, on the board, because it may stick. If you make it too watery, it will fall apart. If you make it too dry, it will fall apart. You can see the conundrum. I'll try squishing it and see how many cracks are in it. A little bit. I'm not going to pour any more water in here. I'm going to put a little on my hands. Just a little more moisture. And that should be enough to seal it all up without overwhelming the dough. Okay, before we get to the parchment paper, we need to divide our dough into 2 equal balls. I took a guess. Let's see how accurate we are. That's 3.6 ounces. And that's 3.6 ounces. I am terrific. And I also did it off camera, so it would be perfect. And we're going to try to roll this into a 6-inch or so circle. And the way to do a circle in this dough is, through experimentation, is to keep changing your orientation. Like, do a 4-cornered approach, like down, up here, straight up, over here. Actually, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. It's going to be 6. Okay, whatever. And you do have to maneuver the dough. I'm working on making it more of a circle. And you can even trim it a little bit. And then reincorporate the dough into it. No problem. Okay, that's as close to a circle as I think I'm going to get. It's time for the sauces and the filling. Start off with our tomato sauce. And it says use about a tablespoon. You want to spread this so that it's about not quite to the edge. You want to leave some edges free so you can crimp and close and not have it spill out. Okay, so there's your sauce. Now we're going to take some ricotta cheese and we're putting it up here. Up here. Just about 2 tablespoons here. And you want it to be in the upper third. You don't want it down here. And some pepperoni. Come on, pepperoni. And here's the tough part. Now we're going to fold it. And the way we do that is we take this end and we put it over to this end. Like that. Be delicate. And just crimp it down. You know what I need? I need a fork. Gotta be careful though. That's one, and it's ready for the air fryer. Now I'm going to do the other one. All right, now, both are done. Now we're going to put it into the air fryer. Okay, before we put it in the air fryer, we're going to spritz it. Gotta tell you, my second calzone looks like I overstuffed. It could explode. I hope not. So, into the air fryer, 375 degrees for 10 minutes. There we go. This doesn't have a 75, so I'm putting it at 370, but air fryers tend to cook faster. Now, if you're doing this in the oven, not a problem. Prepare them the same way, spritz them if you like the same way, bake them in the oven, 375 degrees in a preheated oven for 10 to 13 minutes, or is it 13 to 15? Well, let's say 13 to 15, just keep an eye on them. If they get too dark, get them out of there. All right. But I feel like eating 10 of these. Then I'd explode. Okay, I'm about to revisit my childhood. These are low carb calzones. Oh, they're air fried. Like I said, I gave you instructions to do them in the oven. These look amazing. Now, I did test these before. I tested them with mozzarella and a little bit of sauce, but I improved the dough, added some salt, added the egg yolk, and man, this looks amazing. Very easy to make. I have to say that I thought it'd be a lot more labor intensive, but it's actually pretty easy. The most challenging part for me is getting the dough into a circle. Now, aesthetically, the ends did burn a little bit, but that's okay. That's part of being in the air fryer. Look, I've never claimed to be a pastry chef, but man, these look amazing. And you know what? I'm going to taste it. Here we go. I'm being transported back to Long Island in 1978. Oh man, the sauce is great. They've got the cheese, the pepperoni. I gotta tell you, this filling, this crust is terrific. It really is. One more, I have to. That's it for this time around. We're here again in 2 weeks after this show debuts with another episode. Until then, be well, eat good, and manja!